Okay, thanks everyone for coming back together. We're really excited about our next panel in which we're going to dive a bit deeper into some specific issues around tech and social good. I'm going to do a very short introduction of our panelists, but really it's better for you to hear from them. So first, I'll start here with Ben Bartlett, who is a fifth generation Berkeley native, a lawyer and dedicated community leader who has been a transformative force since joining the Berkeley City Council in 2016. Last year, he was the vice mayor of Berkeley. And Ben has championed innovative initiatives such as the nation's first prefabricated housing for the homeless, anti-displacement advocacy programs, and socially responsible public safety measures. He also authored Berkeley's landmark artificial intelligence framework called the Berkeley Rule, which was just published in the last 2 weeks, right? Yep, 2 weeks, which establishes human-centered principles for AI in government. So we're delighted to have Ben here with us on our panel today. Next up, welcome. Yes, welcome, Ben. Thank you. Next, we have AJ Proten from Project Own, which is a 501c3 nonprofit headquartered in Baltimore, Maryland. Project Own built Rooted, which is a digital platform that helps HUD-approved housing counseling agencies guide underserved clients toward mortgage readiness. So AJ's work sits at the intersection of civic technology, housing equity, and financial inclusion. So welcome also, AJ. Next is Stephanie Benedetto. Those of you who have known me a while know that my maiden name is Benedetto, and our joke is that we are probably long-lost cousins, but we're not sure. So we'll just say yes. Let's just say yes. So Stephanie is a corporate attorney turned climate fintech entrepreneur and the CEO of Eloquia. After working across fashion, media, and technology, and co-founding a sustainable textile manufacturing facility, Stephanie saw firsthand how excess inventory quietly erodes billions in value across global supply chains. And this led her to build Eloquia, which is an AI-driven platform helping large enterprises model excess inventory and make faster, smarter decisions. And her companies have been featured in Good Morning America, CBS, the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal. I could go on. So welcome, Stephanie. Thanks so much for being here. And Jacob Hampel from the Filecoin Foundation is the head of global government affairs at the foundation. In that role, he serves as the foundation's primary face in Washington, D.C., Brussels, London, and other global capitals, where he educates policymakers and their staff on the opportunities presented by the decentralized web and the regulatory challenges facing the blockchain ecosystem. So welcome to Jacob as well. And I should tell you, so on this panel, we have represented California with Ben and myself, I suppose. We have Baltimore with AJ, we have New York with Stephanie, and we have Washington, D.C. with Jacob. So it's great to have perspectives from various parts of the country here as well. So the first question I have for our panelists is, what brought you to technology? We all arrive here from a different place, and I'd like to hear what first attracted you to technology and why you became interested in it. And Ben, we'll start with you.
Oh, it's a button. Okay. The technology. Yeah, I want to thank you for having me here. I'm really grateful, and it's a wonderful environment. Just thank you for everything. You know, African Americans over-index for technology use, and they always have ever since the cotton gin helped get us off the fields. So remote controls, pagers, beepers, Facebook, Twitter, crypto, as you mentioned earlier, we always use it. So technology has always sort of been around. And I worked for a while for a mobile technology platform and assembled a digital magazine for the phone, and it got acquired. And so years later, when I was in city council, I was able to take this sort of same project development and product development mindset to technology and started deploying it and created the first blockchain municipal bonds, health innovation zone, the digital marketplaces for residents, things like that. And so that's how.
My journey to working in tech was one of necessity. So my first week at my first job out of college, my boss said, there's this thing called Salesforce. No one here knows how to use it, so you better figure it out. And spent a couple of years doing that. And then similarly, when I got into this housing counseling, home ownership, wealth creation space, we decided that it would be a good idea to quit our jobs and try to work in this space full time in March of 2020, which you guys remember was right before COVID started. And so we were working with local housing counseling agencies, all of whom who had to immediately start delivering their services digitally. And again, it was like, someone's got to figure this out. And it ended up becoming fortuitous because it's the focus of our work now, but definitely an accidental journey to being a technologist.
Yeah, I too was a bit accidental. I grew up for 3 generations in textiles, manufacturing, and supply chain since 1896 in New York, the Lower East Side, the original Jewish garment district. And so they were very manual, and the way they did things with their hands and, taking orders with pen and paper, or maybe if you're a little bit better, an Excel spreadsheet. And that's the way they ran business. And, I'd see all this excess inventory and waste and inefficiency. And once you see it, I just couldn't unsee it. I did not do the family route. I ended up, separate story, but ended up on Wall Street as a corporate attorney when the market was booming, taking companies public, then taking them private. But then when the market crashed in 08 and 09, I took that as kind of my opportunity to go out on my own and build a business, talk about seeing the height there of waste and greed and excess on Wall Street. And so that's when I went out on my own and wanted to build a business to solve this excess inventory waste problem. And I knew at that time that technology was going to provide the bridge and the glue to get them off those spreadsheets and into the cloud. And so I went to General Assembly in New York, which, if anyone knows, it's a great tech hub. I met my CTO and co-founder there, and we've been working together ever since, building and leveraging the power and speed of what's going on, which I'm sure we'll talk about soon. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I guess for me, I started getting interested in tech pretty early on. I still remember when I was in 6th grade and I got my first desktop computer and we finally got broadband internet. I've always been a geek. I've always been interested in like how things work and technology. And then I know my mother saw me spending a lot of time on the computer and was concerned at first, but then she realized that because I now had access to the internet, I was finally reading. And then she decided that was something she could actually encourage. And so when I graduated from college and moved here to Washington, D.C., I originally worked more in economic policy. It's what I studied. But I got the opportunity to work in the blockchain space. And I knew that it would be a great way to combine my love of all things new and novel with my interest in the government and the way policymaking can actually affect people's lives. So that's how I got here.
Excellent. Okay, thank you all.